All right, welcome back. This is going to be part two of our Neverdeath Graveyard part of our campaign. As you probably remember, the previous video we were doing these leveling adventures. The first one's Neverdeath Graveyard. We got about an hour and 15 minutes into the first one. We got 11 of 18 of things done. We're going to try to wrap that up in this part two video. But there's a couple little details I want to share with you. And you played MMOs and RPGs. You've probably seen this before. You may remember in the previous video we got some rings as a reward, and different games handle equipping rings differently, right? So here's one thing you can do. Double click the ring, it equips it. Double click the ring, it equips it. A good game, a smart game, does what I just did right there. It puts the rings in empty slots. So let's take this ring off, and I'll take this ring off. Now notice this ring is going to be first. So I'm going to double click that ring, goes to the top slot. This ring goes to the second slot. So if we put this ring here and put this ring here and then swap the order, whoop, if I double click this one, it will go to the top. This will go to the bottom. It doesn't matter if it's in the top or the bottom. I mean, what I'm trying to say basically is that some games you'll I think like Throne and Liberty, for Christ's sakes, you'll equip two rings and you're just equipping one ring on top of the other ring. So let's do that. You've got the rings equipped. That was a quest reward in the last video. Now we got this. Scout's leather hood. This is a stupid hat, right? I do not like my character to look stupid. Now he looks like... he just looks stupid. So how are we going to fix that? No more stupid look. I mean, at least we put the armor on, right? So what you could do, go to the Appearance tab, hit C for your character sheet that we bound in the first video, C, and go to Appearance. Now, you can change your appearance to anything you want. Like, for example, we're hiding our shirt. We could go here and disable the visuals and run around like that with our top out, but we're not trying to attract any women or anything or dudes, so we want to keep the shirt on. The hat. So click on this. It lets you disable all visuals, so that'll hide the hat. You don't have to worry about it. And this will carry over later on. You'll get like fashion items that are in the beginning were put in the game to be like, oh, well, you're running around town, you got this suit on, you look so cool. They've removed that now. It doesn't do anything. They should just migrate this over to the regular appearance section. But this is where you can hide stuff, right? So you can also, take pieces of gear like that and convert the gear to an appearance library item. You may remember that we got this little blue chest. Okay, let's go back to the gear slot thing. We'll go to our character sheet. We got this blue chest, right? It's on the ground, it dropped. It's better than the quest reward. The item level's 250 on the blue one we're wearing, which on the left, notice it says equipped, right? Anytime you're mousing over something, the thing you're wearing is usually going to be on the left, okay? It's not going to pop back and forth based upon where stuff is. In any event, you could take this and equip it and see what it looks like and go, hey, that's kind of cool. I really like it. If you did really like it, you could turn it into a permanent visual item. Now, how you do that? You hover over it, you right-click it, and say, convert to appearance library item. You click that. Are you sure you want to convert it? Because what happens is it destroys the item. So don't do it to something that you're already wearing that you like that's a piece of gear. Do it to something like, I like this, how this looks, but it's crappy, it's outdated, the stats aren't good anymore. Boom. So then you can go, we've done that, go back to your appearance tab, and you hit armor, right? And you could say change the appearance item. Well, it's going to automatically tell you what you got in your library. It might still be something that you have in your inventory. Be careful of doing something in your inventory. You might overwrite something cool. All right, so that's pretty basic. We've got some quests to do. Let's go knock the quest out, right? And of course, once you open and close an interface like that, it goes back to the default look and feel. Right, so we've got two quests that we can do. Both of them are in the next area. So we'll open our map. We're over here at the campfire in the entry level to Neverdeath Graveyard. We're going to run down here past the little kettlebell dude, go out into the field, and I've got a quest marker here to go to the Artisan's Tube, right? This one will mark the Artifact Snatch, another one of these grab stuff from enemies as you kill them type quests, and this one's going to take us to the Artisan's Tube. So I'm going to go and do the crap in the area first, and then I'm going to do the go in the instance thing. All right, so we need to head back out this way with our magical string attached to our back. Now, we don't want to get bogged down killing stuff, right? And dude, don't get killed. We could be going up this way and get disoriented. Wait a minute, where am I supposed to go? We'll follow the trail, right? We've got the trail set to take us to the instance, but remember, look on your mini-map. Oh, look, you can also see, look, what's this? There's a quest down here. Okay, let's go pick that up and see what that's all about. The Acolyte of Histories. Looks like an Ed Greenwood fan. Greenwood. Corning Karazov, okay. Listen to the histories of the Black Lake District. That was a zone that used to be one of the basic zones you started playing in, was the Black Lake District. So he's going to tell me a story. This must have been like an intern quest. Every summer in game industry studios, unless they've laid your damn ass off all the time, in game studios, we always bring in kids in the summertime, not because they're cheap labor, because now there's like kids that go to school to become game designers and shit. So we get them a chance to do internships and come in there and learn how to do stuff, and then they leave, and we never see them again. Only every now and then do we get some badasses there. Hey, dude, we want to give you a full-time job. Just quit college. Kind of like the sports team dudes. So this is what we call an intern quest. There's something that the intern can learn how to, like, put the NPC, put the item, put the highlight flag on there, write the little dialogue, you talk to the NPC, there's a second follow-up quest. It's really basic. If you've ever built anything in Neverwinter Nights, not this one, you can make your own quests and stuff in that game. It's amazing. It's really cool. With Neverwinter script, you can do all kinds of shit. All right, I'm talking too much. All right, let's go back up here. We're going to do the kill jokers in the area, pick up shit quest. Remember the trail is taking us to... Oh, there's other people here. Okay, no problem. Let's go down here and get these null dudes going. We're going to do our regular roll, move here, do the trick that we did last night. Okay, we got some ranged dudes. There's only one. We're going to drop this down. We're going to switch to our melee ability, put the dot down, and then kill everything else and just hit him with an auto attack. Okay, there's the first thing. Oh, I ran over one thing, but it gave me a number of pieces. Did you see that? You have to really be careful, because if you go, remember we bought a key, we bound a key to F2 for where things appear. Item notifications, if you don't, and inventory things, if you don't want that to be where you get the notifications, you could put it somewhere else, right? So you could say item notifications. Okay, I want to know when I pick something up and I want it to be right here. Just hit escape and there you go. So we kill these next set of dudes. We're still in melee mode. Go back to archer mode. 1, 2. Where are you going, dude? Let's go over here to this archer dude. We'll put this down on the ground. Okay. It didn't drop anything. Did we get anything? Yes, here we go. Watch while I walk over this. So it put the water clock guild artifact thing right there in front of me. So that's a good spot. We can leave that there. I personally don't like UI elements in front of my character. I like to be able to see what they're doing. I'm going to move it back. But if you like it that way, you can just grab this and you can move it back down to where you want it to be. Okay, easy. You don't have to like hit save or do a write file or any kind of crap. So we need to kill more of these jokers to get more of these objects. These guys just respawn. We'll just do the melee move on top of them. We'll switch to the bow with the rain of arrows, go back to melee, and put these other abilities in here, and then they're dead. Yay! And we'll pick up more of this crap. And it'll tell us when it's done. It'll go boom. You can look it up right in corner, so we only need one of them left. We'll go to our little cool stealth move here. Go to melee, area effect dot, right click. Let's use a mount ability on him. And, oh, the quest is completed. Objective complete. It doesn't tell you which objective. You have to figure it out for yourself. Get off me. So we can go over here and get rid of him. Nice hit. And there's another one on the ground, but it doesn't matter. Now, that's something I want to talk about real quick. So you can be doing quests, and you'll see that even though you've completed the quest, because you haven't handed it in, you have more than enough stuff to hand it in. But they're bound to your character. We haven't talked about binding. You play World of Warcraft, where it's like, oh, it's you pick up this loot item you can sell on the auction house. If you play Path of Exile, everything is exchangeable with everyone all the time, forever. There's none of this bound character crap. You know, some are bound by particular classes. You don't meet the requirements, like Diablo 4 and shit like that. So in this game, if you equip something, it becomes bound to your character. Quest items are always bound to your character. So I can't, like, get 150 of these and put them on the auction house and hope that someone else will buy them and complete a quest. So you can do that in WoW. So that's done very easy. I mean, it's kind of disappointing because years ago, when there used to be a dragon event out here, you had to go and kill all the crap out here. There was no shitty gnolls or anything. You had to go up here and do stuff. And there was like a dragon fight up here. You know, this was like a dynamic area. It was really neat. The dragon was up here. You guys remember that shit? It must have been around 2013 or something. Or 2014, I think it was. When now this is like a dragon spawn area. And you come out here now and there's like nothing. Maybe when the leveling adventure is over and the open world, this will be something cool that we can do later. Oh, here it is. We'll just activate the quest. Okay, so I'm joking around a lot tonight. I'm in a good mood. Okay, we're going to go back to our little instance entry, and we have to go um, recover Chettlebell's research book in the Artisan's Tomb. And as you can see, the aggro rate isn't that bad. When you're riding around, I've got the volume of the game sounds turned down a little bit better. You'll hear boom, this drum sound when you get in combat. Okay, we're going to go in here. All right, this is an interesting little instance. You can get on your mount, but you're sort of outside. But it's more like a little bit of place you're gonna pick something up here and kill some dudes, and then go from there. So you don't really need to do much, but just kill these guys. These are all ranged dudes, so we could go like that and get that range ability down on them and start just popping them with auto attacks. We're gonna go that way anyway. Whee! I really like the melee abilities. That was one thing about DDO. It used to drive me nuts. It would be so easy. Well, I don't know if it'd be easy for those guys to go back and like change the sound effects for all the melee hits and stuff. Like in Ultima Online. Did you ever play Ultima Online and use a broadsword or halberd as a kunk? I mean, it was this totally gratifying sound. And even when we did Unreal Tournament, you know, Cliff got some community people to make the freaking gun sounds because the gun sounds we had were made by a kid. You know, but Dave Ewing, who's not a kid anymore, these guys are going to spawn on top of us. We can actually pull them over here. They're just dumb zombies, so we can get them to group up on us, and then we'll just pop the area effect ability down on top of them. There we go. We'll get that down first, and we'll pop this. Go back to melee. Your little stealth ability. And then we can pick up this awesome backpack. In any event, you know, the sound effects in this game are pretty good. You can hit take with your mouse cursor or take off. Notice how when you interact with objects, right? Remember we talked about this before? Reticle white, normal, right? Mouse over an object, it has a gear, but there's no prompt of what to hit and what to do to interact with it. Clicking doesn't do anything. You would always attack when you click. So what you got to do is go closer to the word appears. And we bound our key to delete, and then you can interact with it. And then you can be able to pick the item up. But you can hit delete twice because the interact button is bound to this. So now we got the gate key. So we need to go use this gate key somewhere. What happens is the little wispy trail, as long as that quest is the only one you're really doing, will update and automatically tell you where to go next when it's a sequential quest. And you could just mount up and go over there a little faster if you want to. And remember this like dome gold crap? This is telling you that you're about to enter an area where you need to pick things up. We need to get 5 pages recovered from this dude's book. So we're going to go into here. There's a bunch of gnolls. We'll just pop these guys. Let's do a little line of sight talking here. So these guys are all going to have to come around this corner. And we can go back to melee. And use line of sight to make... Look, he's stuck behind the geometry. Can you shoot him through the fence? Yep. I guess he realized that standing behind the fence isn't such a good idea after all. So, practice in these low levels, avoiding being hit. It will pay off in spades later. Once again, we're looking for little sparkle bits with dust particles on them. This one's kind of weird. It's like out of line of sight. You have to kind of get a little close to it. You can also come around this way, but I don't want to aggro these dudes. Let's go back to our bow. Okay, we'll do our little crappy wind-up move once, twice. I'm gonna turn this way. I'm gonna leap away. And I'm gonna do a melee move on the ground, and then we'll put the little dot on the ground, back away, and I'll hit my little stealth ability and we'll blow it. I don't really care. I'm not saving up for a rainy day or anything, and get rid of them. I got a Gnoll Slayer. I'm just gonna shoot him and see what the deal is here. We can go leap away and go do our B. Move here. They don't know where I am. They turned around, figured it out. Put this on the ground. All right. Here's another one. What's this, like the 3rd one? And one over here. And that's one thing about video games. I would go off on a rant for 20 minutes about this shit, but you know, so many games have made it where The objective is just interact with an object, put a local variable on your character, say how many you have, and do a counter, and how many you got 5 things, and then you try to write scripts and dialogues and say, okay, I need the missing pages for my books, and once you bring me all 5 pages, like, you know, Atreus and shit and Mist, then we'll make the blue book and the red book, and you know, all that kind of crap. But I don't like the Baldur's Gate 3 method where everything's about sex all the fucking time. All right, so, you know, it's a good excuse to go play an action-oriented game. We get away from him. And we got lots of jokers in the background. They're going to be ranged. We could drop that down on top of them. And we can use our other cool ability here. Boom. The only thing about the game I think would be really interesting is if you gave you more of the encounter powers as opposed to just having 3. But it makes you make hard decisions about how you want to play. But so sometimes you'll play a class, you're like, I like the first 2 encounter powers, but I hate the third one. I can't find a third one that I like. All right, so let's go through here and start wiping these guys out. I'm still in melee, but that's why you're hearing the error message. We'll blow these guys up at range. Let me just jump back. Oh, dude, more dudes appeared? Okay, fine. We'll use our little mount ability. See, now we're getting damage, right? And if you didn't have, like, joy regeneration rates, we would get damaged a lot. And remember, we can attack these guys from behind. Sometimes they're looking the wrong way, and we get a little 10% damage bonus. And that's coming from this down here, this little talent thing, Seeker's Vengeance. Right? Read what it says real quick. You strike from behind, attack deal 10% more damage. Notice how some of the guys are like bewildered by me leaping away. Let's try that as an experiment. You leap away. Are they still bewildered? No, they're following me. We put this on the ground, jump back this way, and then slide back this way, and jump back out of the way. This guy's all over me like the plague. Their AI is not bad, man. I mean, they're all running up and pulling up and doing abilities that take time to do. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He's doing swipes with me and attacks, and I get plenty of time to, like, look at them confused. Here. Look. Oh, got him in the back. That's a blue item. Is that a pair of boots? Scout's boots. That sounds good. You know they do that on purpose, right? Okay, 250 item level. We're going to equip that. Now we're much more powerful. Okay, great. Now we'll be able to do more damage. Remember, I talked about gear as being kind of like a stat stick. You know, there's not like an armor number on this, right? There's not an armor. There's not dodge. There's other stats that make sense if you read through all the stats over here. So this has combat advantage, right? You can mouse over the word combat advantage. Increases your damage when attacking an enemy from an advantageous position. Think of that as like what a rogue would do in Dungeons and Dragons when they're doing a sneak attack, where something's flat-footed. You know, attack of opportunity or crap like that. This is a stat. Excuse me. Critical strike, defense, combined rating. So defense, what is that going to do? Decreases the damage you take. When this rating is equal to your total item level, its contribution is 50%. Every 1,000 above or below your total item level increases it by 1%. So it's like a global number that everyone's going to get. Everyone's going to get some defense. Everyone's going to get some awareness. And your gear contributes to these stats. Gear in this game is stats. It's not like in EverQuest 1 where like armor is king, right? Armor and then all the resist rings and the jewelry and shit like that. So you're not picking up one bow like in Diablo or Path of Exile or anything because it does more damage. These are stat sticks. You want to pay attention to the stats. Now you get a better upgrade like this, you just put it on. It's got a reinforced empty slot, right? So you can right click this and say manage reinforcement, right? Manage reinforcement on this. Here's the piece of equipment. You can change your mind and start doing reinforcement changes to all of your equipment. And you can click here, and if you had something you could put into the slot, think of it as like a gem in World of Warcraft or a buff from, or like a skill gem from Path of Exile without it being a skill. It's a way to like bolster the armor. And you can see each one of these has a little circle here to the left of it. Those are all little slots you can use for that kind of crap. Neato. Okay, so let's go back to the game and interact with Cheddar Bell's missing Chinese menu. And we must return to him. Please don't make me run through the whole dungeon. Okay, great. Thankfully, there's an instance entry here. We got 2 quests done. Let's go hand that shit in. All right. So we don't. This game doesn't have like a warp to home ability. It's not like Albion Online, or there's no teleport scrolls or any of that kind of crap. You can't click on this. If you're VIP, you can have a daily ability that lets you teleport by making like a little teleportation thing. Even like at the first level of VIP, you can do that. But these guys screwed me over, right? They should give me, as a YouTube guy, lots of free VIP stuff, because I bought 1,000 Zen and I've yet to receive it. And I was going to use that Zen to have this character be on VIP so I could show you how you get a mount key every day. I'll have to log in with my other character now to do it. What's her name? Corella Silent Tread, like Corel Draw. Okay, so she's a rogue. No one knows where she is. So we're going to zip on back all the way back to our base. Fortunately, there's happy sparkle spots to show us how to get there. What's this dude's name? Alec Darksbane. These are serious motherfuckers. You got to watch out for that shit. They don't know nothing about drinking no Irish beers. Okay. People having fun. I love it. That's what video games are about. You're not having fun, go home. Okay, we're hand this in. We're going to get, what's this? We're going to get, is this a cape? Oh, it's a neck item. Okay, neck item and a belt. Okay, great. And we'll shut him up. When you play by yourself, you can listen to that. So we're going to open up this character sheet, and we're going to double click this. Then it goes to the next slot, and this is going to go down to the, now we now have gear in every slot. We have 6,600 item level. That's amazing. Okay, great. People that are awesome in this game have like 120,000 item level. And let's go talk to Harper Wendell. An artifact snatch is complete. Oh, she's going to give me shirts and pants. That's right. Those are great, and they're blue. She got a follow-up. Seals of Adventure. Oh, we need to talk about that. That's finally we get some Seals of Adventure. So these are. Let's get her to shut up first. Sorry. She's talking on top of me. Oh my God! Shut up, woman. All right, there we go. According to Lan Gandalf. Okay, so we're gonna go to our character sheet, and you see we have a tainted shirt that doesn't smell nice and a tainted pants. So just double-click to equip this. Yes, you could sell these. It's kind of unusual because it's bind on equip. So you could take this quest item and go sell it at the auction house, but you don't want to do that because you're leveling. Okay, so this is going to put pants in here. Let me show you what this looks like. Let's go to appearance, and let's say we disable all the visuals for my shirt. This is a neck item in the background. It's kind of like a cloak. We could just enable visuals, and we could run around like we have the shirt on. You could hide your pants. Oh my God, that's amazing. But then you just look like you're wearing these stink-ass underwear. So let's put that back on. We don't want to do that. And we're going to turn our armor back on and leave that like it is. Now we have this little crappy tattered cloak on now, which is a neck item. It's kind of neat. It's moving around, but it has a weird visual graphic to it. But hey, whatever, right? We're making progress. So we need to pick up another quest here from him. They only showed up because we talked to her.
Have I told you I'm a genius?
Opening the way.
Apparently, Miss Monini's
I'm going to get a bow, but you know, this is an item level 300 bow. Hell yeah, we definitely want to do that. No, I don't want to join your stupid guild. This happens so much in this game. There's like this group of dudes that run around trying to invite people to their guilds all the time. And yes, I know Aragon has a video to talk about how awesome guilds are, but I don't like people. I like gamers, but I don't like people in guilds. They're needy. All right, this is interesting. So you go up here, these little shields that you were in the area, and you activate them and move them over, and then you activate this clockwork thing. This is all going to lead up to like a clockwork tire type adventure. Now you can run away real quickly, or there's a mob spawn there. You don't have to deal with the mobs. I didn't do it quick enough because I was staring at them like an idiot. Let's go find the next one. So let's talk about that real quick. Now look at my map. You see a marker here, wheels within wheels, wheels within wheels. It's almost like a Neil Peart lyric from a Grace Under Pressure song. So this is going to show you where these things are, these little shields, right? You don't need to dismount to do it. You can click on this, then click on the thing on the inside. But remember, I wanted to talk about Seals of Adventure. And these guys spawn. Let's run away. Oh, they're trying to kill me. So we're starting to get these Seals of Adventure. Seals of Adventure are like, oh, come on, dude, leave me alone. I'm talking here. It's like Lieutenant Dan. Hey, I'm walking here. All right, whatever. Knowing me, I'll start aggroing a bunch of other extra dudes. Yep. Oh, we're going to come up here and get you. No, leave me alone. I'm talking here. Okay. Anyway, so as you start doing quests, you'll start getting Seals of Adventure. You can go to a vendor in town and use your Seals of Adventure to buy gear the moment you have enough of them to buy it. Like, for example, in the next zone in Velosk, we're going to probably get a new bow right away, or we get a new chest piece based on what the stats are from these Seals of Adventure. Right? Now, what you can do, go to your backpack, and you notice on the side, left side here, there's tabs. This is, and what's this? A piece of Shadowfell power. Okay, that's what we need. There's a money tab. Click the money tab. This shows you how much Zen you have, how much glory with PvP currency. I don't have anything. I only have 65 silver. I'm broke as hell. I don't have any astral diamonds. I have no refinement points, no coins, blah, 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 right? Seals of Adventure, 25. As soon as you get to 250 Seals of Adventure, you can get a piece of gear. Every single blue highest item level for the leveling adventure gear is 250 pieces. So 250 of those coins. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There'll be 12 slots total, 250 a pop for you to get upgrades. So don't forget to get those upgrades as soon as you can. Okay, we're going to backpick these. That's completed. Return to Harper Winter. Light the brazier. We'll do that. Let's just... He's trying to do the same thing as me, probably. Okay. Brazier is lit. Go to the Shadowlight. Go to the Evernight. Now, she also says return to Harper Wendell. Before I go in here and do the Evernight quest, I'm actually going to go hand this in real quick just to see. She was going to give us Seals of Adventure or something, as I remember, right? Let's go do that real quick. Or did the other person give it to us? What is she... I always like it when we can just do all the quests and hand them in at once, but I'm going to see what this is. Okay, we got that done. Okay, there you go. 50 Seals of Adventure. Adventurer, sorry. Now we have, what, 75 of these things? Right? Let me just show you where to spend those and where to do something with them. This is just a regular vendor. That's not Seals. I'm going to zip back to Protector's Enclave, and then I'm going to go over to the little Adventurers Guild there. So just click on Protector's Enclave. We can come back here. Nothing resets. It's not like a zone with a respawn. There is respawn, but it's not because you've left the zone like in Path of Exile for 3 minutes and the whole damn thing is respawn and you have no fog of war, which I hate. I really like to give the Path of Exile guys a piece of my mind one day. All right, so we're going to Protector's Enclave, and in here is a seal vendor, Alluro Uzuri. And as you can see, as I come in the front door, here's Sergeant Knox, who's doing nothing. And she wants you to buy gear here. Based on, this is enchantments that are for sale for Astral Diamonds. We'll talk about that in a separate video. But what we want to do is go to the next person here with this little green seal of adventures. So you can look at general wares, which is like equipment chests and a bag of rough Astral Diamonds when you get too many. Let's go finished, and we're going to talk to him again. And we're going to go view equipment for my class. So as you can see, we get purple items, 975 item level. And by the time, it is no level requirement on these things, okay? So as you start making the Seals of Adventure, go and get these pieces. And take the time to figure out what's the right one for you. Like, for example, as you start playing, you're like, I really like how combined rating helps me with my defenses when I'm playing a DPSer. Or, you know what, I really, really want, critical avoidance, and I don't want to get hit, and I want to be defensive. You could just pick the statistics on the piece of gear that's going to sort of fit what you're trying to do with your character. And so you have plenty of time to figure this crap out. But remember, it's not just one piece. So this is 2 melee weapons for the ranger, a bow, and then we got, here's a vest, here's a hood, here's bracers, here's boots, but then you have choices of 4 chest pieces and choices of 4 leg pieces and choices of 4 rings. So it's kind of like playing World of Warcraft. You're getting battleground gear and getting upgraded. You want to pick the right pieces for your shaman, whether you're playing DPS or healer. They change that ultimately where like the one piece fits all. All right, so that's one place you can do these. There is one other NPC vendor in the town that you can also buy the Seals of Adventure, and we'll at a later date when we get higher level, we'll use dragon seals and spider seals and crap like that. Let me show you where it is. It's this big ugly building here. You got this big crazy tree, which is part of the Elemental Evil campaign series. This is the local event for like the summertime thing. That's a great transmog. Oh, never mind. It's a guard. And then you go in here and hang a right. So as soon as you come into this area here, hang a right, and it's basically going to the west. And this Adventure Seal Trader, Mallory Knight, she has the same exact stuff. right? View equipment for my class. It's not different. It's just the vendors are in two places. So we're going to go back to our, excuse me, my throat's going crazy. Go back to our quest to get our quest chain done. Ragnar's got a broom. This happens to you sometimes. You come up to this thing, you're going to like go into the zone, and you run too close, and it says it's out of line of sight, but you're right next to it, and you're looking right at it. So you kind of need to come back a little bit. It's almost like someone put like a bounding box trigger volume there, and they pushed it out from the geometry. I don't know. It's dumb. All right, so where do we need to go? We need to go back down into this Go to the Evernight, which is related to this cool visual effect type zone, if I'm not mistaken. This is ultimately going to lead us to like a Clockwind Tower. That's why we're getting all these little gibble bits and pieces. So, were we hung up on something? Yes. Let's go up here. And so this little tower here is going to give us this crazy cool portal. The Shadowfell. I thought this was awesome. I love this color graded, you know, there's no color. It's a color graded, like sepia toned environment with these creepy zombie dudes everywhere. You know, I just thought this was awesome. The first time I did this, if you ever played the Druid in World of Warcraft, one of the expansions had a way where your Druid was running around in this kind of like Netherworld, kind of like Frodo Baggins and crap. This has to be stolen from Lord of the Rings. We're going to put this on the ground, switch to our melee ability. These aren't any harder, they're just cooler looking. Alright, so we have to follow the trail here. We need to pick something up from here. We got some baddies in this area. Pop this guy. Get rid of them. We've got another little shield to interact with. It's got little gears on it. And then we're interacting with this little seal inside here. So that's what we need to do. Just run over money. You don't need to click on it to pick it up. And we can mount up in this area. So this area is really cool and crazy looking, isn't it? That's one thing, when I was working on levels in the video game industry, I used to always like make sure all my structures and the geometry looked really interesting. I always wanted like the upper area and the ceilings to look interesting. Most people never do anything. They play with like they have a baseball cap on, just look straightforward. So you have this cool church here, and that's cool looking, isn't it? I mean, it's actually really good. I'm racing through this stuff at high speed, but it still looks cool. That was great. You just wasted your ability, dude. We put this here. Yeah, that. Use our mount ability. I'll go back to the bow. You can actually snare him, or we put ability into that. He's dead. Okay. You got to click on this. The reason why I fought those guys is because you got to click on the shield right here, and go get this. There's a little lump of dirt on the ground to kind of stand on to make that happen. Unable to. Oh, okay. I did it. That's 2 seals. We'll shoot these dukums. Okay. And we got a marker on the ground that shows us where to go. Let's follow that. Can we get past these guys to our mount? I bet we can. Let's do this. Yeah, I hear the drum beat, boom. That means they're aggroed me. I'm going to keep riding at high speed. Can we get rid of these guys? Yeah, they're still coming. Alright, let's do this. Let's go in here and make them come into this room. I'll just line of sight these guys here. We're going to jump up here. Jump, jump, jump. Get another shield. Open it up. Click the clockwork thing underneath it. Alright, great. Got that one. Got one more to go. Where is that at? Down this way. Okay. I thought we did that one already. Did I not do it? No, this is an open area. Okay. See if we can do this without aggroing these guys. Ah, they saw me. There's a little stealth mood. I interrupted my own ability. Oh, we got aggro, huh? Okay, no problem. We can deal with that. We're going to put this down on the ground first. must have been patrolling or some crap. Okay, we open the shield. We got to get the little cog on the inside. It's like a two-step process. All right, that's completed. Now we need to go to this next area up here. Follow the sparkle bits. There's like a big thing that will come out of the ground if I remember. It's been a long time. I think it's been about 6-7 years since I did this. I'm going to go up here. There we go. This is coming up out of the ground. We're going to watch this from a distance. The shadow lock. We have to activate the shadow lock. And this guy's spawning, looking the wrong way. Got a caster. Okay, we can line of sight her. She's a dummy. Nope, no shooting me. She's dumb. And she's got a bad haircut too. But she's being damaged by the dots. Let's go over here and just do a point blank area effect ability. Use a little snare ability, pop her again later. And we get to activate the switch. Yep, we're out of combat, so it's got sparkle bits. That is complete. Return to Chettlebell. If my mother and father had named me Chettlebell, I would probably rename myself to Charlie X. Just like the Star Trek character. Okay, let's go hand these in, and then we'll check our progress on this leveling campaign for Neverdeath Graveyard. Hope you're having fun watching me be silly. If you're not having fun, you can just click the button and turn the video off. Alright, see what this dude's going to give us. Opening the way is complete. Oh, that's right, we get the little blue bow. That's cool. This is a dungeon, and we're going to get a melee weapon and get a 100% off 16 bank slots. 100% off is free! So that's going to be great. We'll get more bank slots. We haven't really been using the bank much. They gave us a bow. So the last inventory panel that we had open for the tab, remember we were talking about adventure satchel, adventure seals, and then we talked about currency, that we currently have 75 of these seals adventure. This is like a key tab, useful items. This is a crafting storage. Excuse me, vanity pets. This is the benefits if you get VIP, which I'm pissed that I don't have my VIP. I paid for it. And then this new bow. See, it says the word new. So that's a cool boost for us. So our item level's gone to what now? 7,200. Yay. We're going to be 120,000 any minute now. All right, so we got to enter the Clockwork Tomb. This is a dungeon. I believe it will cap off the rest of the campaign if we finish that. I'm going to go to my quest journal, which always opens on the first ribbon, and go to the fourth ribbon on the right and see where we are. 15 of 18. Okay. Thwart villainous plans in the Clockwork Tomb. Enter it. And that once we get the whole quest chain done, we get 10,000 Rough Astral Diamonds that we'll refine, and Stone of Health. The Stone of Health is really, really useful. I have characters that still use that because I'm not a hardcore in-game player. I've got decent characters. They're okay. But I missed so many modules, I don't have the right gear anymore. So we're going to go all the way to here. I just so happen to know where this place is. I can take shortcuts. I can skip these jokers. That dude's only level 4. What's he doing down here? That guy's doing melee moves. That's a rogue. Cool. And we'll go in here and go do this shit. Anytime you approach one of those doors, you got to kind of do like a finicky little wiggle to get it set up right. We still can't invoke our deity yet. You could normally do that. What level are we now? I've forgotten actually what level. We're level 4 still. I think when you get level 5 is when you get to be able to invoke the deity and get bonuses and shit. Okay, so we're going to run up here, ride up here, and I'm going to try to avoid most of the zombies and crap because I don't want to fight them. I want to get in the dungeon and get the campaign finished. These guys are blocking away. That's okay. We're just going to go past them. Got arrows stuck in my head. Oh, this is nasty. Okay, we need to take care of this. So here we're gonna dismount here, and we're gonna deal with all these guys that are hassling us. And get the bow out. Got these archers here. Just all the guys we aggroed that we brought over. The guy's up here still shooting me. Because I want to talk about this little fight, how to pull it right without getting in trouble. Just, is he out of range? No, he's not. We'll put this on the ground. Any more? Yep. Are you guys done yet? Okay, great. Let's get our health regenerated. Okay, so let's talk about this. So you got, I'm just pointing my reticle at these guys. You got a red wizard of Thay, who's a wizard. He'll cast like, point blank area effect and might cast insta-cast range spells or ones that have wind up that are always going to hit you. You've got this decrepit skeleton who's like what I call a brute, a heavy, high hit point, heavy hitter. You've got an archer, he's a pain. A skeletal warrior, he's melee, and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dumbass skeletons in the front. I want to kill the red wizard of Thay first and foremost, and I'm going to run around the geometry like an idiot and stuff like I usually do, and I want to get in range of him first. With what I'm doing is I'm looking at my let's look. Ah, fuck! I aggroed everything. Doesn't always happen to me. Let's go up here. I want to hit him first with my snare ability. And I actually want to leap away to leap up here and get next to him and blow my melee moves, hit my stealth move too. Cool. And now I'll put this down on the ground. These guys are all confused. Yep. We got most of them. We jump off of here. We'll go back to melee. Let's get rid of him. He's low health. We can shift over here. Shift over here. I'll snare him. We start picking these guys. Skeletal dog. That's not very nice. We'll put this on the ground. Our melee ability should be up too. Get out of the way. Okay, great. Now this is a purple item. What is this? Another one of those damn shards of empowerment which are useless. And a chest which has complete shit in it, as usual, that falls on the ground. So if you look up here, you got this like clock clunking sound going on, right? So we need to go into here. And this will, I believe, wrap up this whole leveling campaign for Neverdeath Graveyard. And we're only at 42 minutes, right? We're making good progress. I know I'm talking a lot, but I'm trying to make it fun. And this is just lore. Pick up all the lores. This dungeon is weird. It has these like clocks, and you're pulling the hour hand in the minute hand, and you're opening doors, and you're like, where am I supposed to go? And you just gotta look for the sparkle bits to tell you what to do. So we're gonna interact with this. There we go. We started the first clock, okay. And you hear all these gears moving and stuff. You're like, okay, this whole place. But you've seen this dungeon already. It's already been a place you've been to before. And then that just opened the door. Like, it has nothing to do with this area here. So then you got archers and shit to deal with. This will be fun. Watch this. I'll put this on top of the caster, and I'll back up. Oops, so don't get hit by that. Come on over. We'll go invisible. He's getting hit. He's like, ugh. I had the volume of the game sounds turned down because I had it way too loud before. You couldn't even hear me talk. You'll have to let me know if it's a way too low. So we've got another clock thing here to pull, another hour hand. We started the second clock, and this is going to send us back into the first room. I think if I had been in charge of this project, I probably would not have reused this geometry as much. I would have saved this clock thing with the great, with the Roman numerals on the ground, the glass and the gears. I would have had like the chump version that doesn't have anything interesting in it. I would want the player to come here for the first time and be like, wow, this is really cool. And no, it's not a resurrection healing shrine from DDO. But the whole pulling the levers and opening new wings is a little bit on the weird side. These are traps. All right, these little chutes coming up. I can't disable them or do anything with them, but since I'm a ranger, I get to actually see them. Regular players don't get to see these things. So many skeletons. Getting lazy and getting hit. Okay. Don't want to step on that. Clunkety clunk. Lore. Let's save it all. Okay, what we got in here? 2 to 3 dudes this way. I'm gonna do my Linus. I'm gonna do my area effective pack on this guy. Then we go to melee. Just shift over. Okay, great. And lore. Okay, let's go into this area. Did we miss any lore over here? Okay. Wizard of Thay, we'll just pop him with a big hitter. And that chest is a mimic. I remember that now. I remember being fooled by it. So we're going to do this. We're going to put this on top of him. That'll kill him. Get away from the brute. We get behind him. Big hit. See that big hit? That's from our little 10% bonus damage. This is a mimic? It is. I know it is. Surely you want me to see me fight the mimic, right? He'll probably have a copper piece. Alright, here we go. You ready? Haha. Okay, what did he drop? Okay, money. Money. Oh, look at that. Oh, he dropped little blue boots. That's cool. Well, if you're doing the... Look at this. Is this like, how many of this is this? He dropped like 5 pairs of boots? Oh, that's weird. Well, let's see. Are these different stats or not? I'm excited. Holy shit, something new happened I haven't seen before. All right, so remember the one on the left is one I have equipped. And these have the exact same stats, so I could sell these, right? Cool. When we get done with this adventure, we'll go sell it. It's probably worth like 12 Astral Diamonds. This one's the same exact stats. Okay, so there's no real advantage to get that. Now the helmet is 250. We're wearing a 100. This is combat advantage. These are the exact same. So we're going to equip the new helmet, and we'll put this down here and sell that. And this is all junk. Okay, cool. So we got a little upgrade. You don't see it because I got the helmet hidden. It's odd. I've never seen like 4 items drop 2 of the same thing. So I'm actually going to jump down here just to save me the hassle of running down the steps. Oh, look. It's a wizard. I want to get rid of that wizard. Question mark, question mark. Alright, so... Okay, we got a Hulk, which I call a Brute. And we got, they see me, Deathlike, die now! That's fine, we're just gonna, that's right, you nuke me for free around the corner. We're gonna blast him with the little ability here. Oh, there she is. I want to get a snare on her, and an area effect on her. I want to hit enter, go to this, get rid of her quick, put a dot on the ground. Oh, they're dead already. Okay, cool. All that talking, not enough walking. What's in here? Crap. Okay. You know, that should be a piece of gear. That should be like a piece of gear for a little chest in there. It's like a reward. When you do the skirmishes and stuff later, the chests are celebrated, and some of the chests have like, you gotta have a key to open it, and it's kind of fun. But in the regular leveling adventures, the chests are all just useless. It's just, you got the dryer lint. It's like, okay. Alright, so did we complete the whole thing? Is that it? Surely there's more to this. Yes, here we go. We're going to open the door like the character from Darksiders. Now we have kobolds. Let's see, how many kobolds do we have here? And you see these items here, this here? Hang on, let's get rid of these guys first. Alright, anyway. So there's like a little, nature skill. Because I'm a ranger, and they don't have druids in the game. They should have druids. It'd be lovely for them to put druids in the game. They put freaking bards in the game. I got a common flower, guys. That's pretty freaking great. I'm going to put that with my other flowers. Okay, let's go back to the bow. That's melee. Go to bow. I'm going to put this down on the ground in front of these guys. Fun. Okay. More jokers. Lots of red lighting. It's one of Inox's levels. Okay, so another gear on the clock to pull, or hand, I guess you'd say. Lore. An interactive door. Must be getting close to spider bosses. This is spider shit everywhere. They're pooping spiders. Or something. A gelatinous cube. This is a cool enemy. It was in the first edition of the monster manual for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and the idea behind the gelatinous cube, I'm probably saying it wrong, gelatinous cube, not gelatinous, is that it wobbles around, it's perfectly square, it's hard to see, and it absorbs objects and consumes them, and then spits them out. And if players get inside of them, they'll get consumed. So it's basically like a piece of jello that's really angry and hungry. And we're just going to not let it touch us. We'll put this on the ground. And come on. Let's see if we can snare this inside of it. We'll put our little bleed on it. Oh, it's dead already. Okay, poor thing. Gelatinous. Alright. Wow, there's like gears on there. Okay, so there's more gears. 10. Where are we going to go? Pull yet another lever. Okay, we'll pull this. Are we above the level we were at before? That's hit M. Could be. We got more stuff to do. More doorways to open. Oh, look. Lore. Okay. Cult of the Dragon Initiates. A flagrant misuse of power. Alright, what we got on time here? What we doing? We're talking a lot tonight. 53 minutes. That's not too bad. Put this down on the ground directly in front of them. I like that. I love the sound of death. What's wrong, dude? A hexer? Didn't make it, Jim. You have to laugh and have a little bit of fun because you're not going to die. Unless you're just dumb. Wow, more crap. And I have to actually pick it up. Okay, what we got here? What's this? More lore. Alright. And here's another... Look, this is like my 10th arm on my clock I've had to pull. And look, stuff I can't pick up. Alright, so we're going to go back now. Where's it sending us next? Back this way. Double... Okay, great. It's from a level design perspective, it's cool. I mean, it's being reused, the geometry pieces are being reused, but the level designer is doing a good job of putting little things like this little, water thing coming down here, a little spigot coming out, water coming down, cart with bodies on it, to try to make the sound of this. This is spider eggs. We're starting to get to the spider theme is coming along more because they're going to fight a spider boss in the end. All these skank dead dudes here that didn't quite make it. Members of the Trump administration. And then you go down this way. Oh, we got another one to pull. Okay. Pull the lever. It's opening up something, dude. And we're going to go up this way. Lots of loud clicking sounds. Must be cool. Now what's that? That's like a light entity with no thing attached to it. That's not right. Blue light is cool. There's nothing attached to it. Should be a light fixture. Lower. Okay. We've made it all the way up. The clock tower. How much more crap do we have to kill? Donegal Tall Pint's getting thirsty. Look, traps. We'll just run down the middle and avoid them. Surely we're getting close. More loud sounds and gears and stuff like in the Hudsucker proxy. Alright, what we got? Is this it? Oh, I'm gonna go down again. Okay. We're gonna keep going. Just gonna jump down here and take some falling damage, and then just step into this and heal it back up. Run, run, run. I must have missed a turn. Thankfully, my sparkle trails are going to put me on the right path. I'll just hit my sprint button. Never mind. Oh, look, there's a red one. Okay. Clocks. More clocks. You become better at running. Hey, did any of you guys ever play Ashram's Call? Oh my god, I love that game so much. I played a character called Kira Argonova that had also the name of the character in the Unreal maps I made for all the translocator type things, little transponders. She's a character from an Ayn Rand book called We the Living. But anyway, she had a Yumi bow, an original pink Yumi bow given to me by Ripped and Buff Harmonic on Leaf Call server. Alright, here we go. There, we interact with this, and it's... Oh, it's a puzzle! I remember this. At the bottom of the gibberish, the word ready is clearly spelled out. I am the most ominous and portentous hour. Is that how you say it? Portentous hour. Both darkest and lightest, and the greatest of them all. Well, it has to be noon. It's the only one that's going to be... I mean, midnight's going to be dark, and 12 is just a number. What? What? We didn't get it right? Oh, we're dumb. Let's read this again carefully. I'm ready. I am the most ominous and portentous hour. Okay, 12 then. 12's the answer. I knew the answer. Just being a child. Okay, this looks really cool. Oh, look, spiders and other nastiness. Spitting spiders running around. We can't have that. Look at these jokers come around the corner. What the hell? Trying to scare me. The spitting spiders are spitting at me. Okay, we don't like that kind of behavior. We don't need to kill these guys. I want to see if this is a mimic or not. No. What? I'm being attacked. Oh, it's a phase spider. Okay. You gonna teleport to me? Okay. Alright. Surely we're getting close. There should be a good Ripley quote for this. Decrepit skeletons. We'll just run past them. Yeet. Okay. Maybe this is it. Yes, it is. There's Valindra. I like how my dude just like walks on screen in this scrubby gear. And there's a dragon.
Hello again. Your friend is well, I hope.
Why is it these bosses are always teleporting away? Why don't they just walk over there and just kill you in the game? Okay, Shoth the Tomb something. A spider. Does some pretty nasty abilities. There's spiderlings here have spawned. Okay, ready? I'm going to get rid of the spiderlings first because she's not attacking me. As I remember, I think she spawns a bunch of jokers during the fight that we can ignore. Okay, great. So we blew some abilities here. We're going to put the snare on her. And she's going to leap. Yep, there you go. And we're going to use our rogue ability. Switch to melee. Blow all of melee's ability. Blow my other ability here. Go stealth again. Put my archer ability down, leap away, and we got her almost halved. She's being hit. Oh, gotta get out of that. That's a frontal cone. Don't want to get hit by that. Oh, okay. You gonna go that way? She's shooting. Okay. What are you doing now? Another one. Okay. You're gonna leap. Put the dot in the ground. A melee move. That's nasty. You got hit with the melee move. Should have read that animation. Where are you going now? What are you doing? Nope. That's just an air effect. Frontal cone. I'm not over there. I don't want to get hit by your ranged ability. Should leap on top of me soon. Yep, here comes the leap. Ranged ability. Melee. And that's going to be a leap. We'll put this on top of you. You can stay inside of it. We'll root you. We'll just shoot you from range. And for fun, nope, we're going to switch to melee and do this and get behind you and use our most powerful ability. All right, there you go. Yay, wasn't that fun? Now, it's not that hard, really. I just try to make it dramatic. All right, so we've killed her. Valindra got away. We activated the entire clock tower. We're back outside this place. We're going to zip back down to Christopher Robin, and he's going to give us stuff. And let's see, does that complete this leveling adventure? I'm just going to ride past these guys. We don't care. Oh, they damaged me so much I fell off my mount. Stop bothering me, man. Guard, save me. Okay, anyway. Here's Chettlebell.
Have I told you I'm a genius?
You must be pretty smart.
Valenza
Okay,
escaped
level
around
5.
herself.
Hey,
Perhaps
cool.
it's
And
time to
100%
visit
off
my
bank
academic
slots. That's
colleagues
free.
in
And a
Watford.
melee weapon.
I suppose you could consider prices.
Alright, so let's just shut him up. So, we completed this? Or did we miss her quest from before? Graveyard at Rest. Return to Sergeant Knox. Okay, this is going to get this, the Neverdeath Graveyard Leveling Adventure will be completed. You can be quiet. What did we get again? We got this little coupon. So here's how these work. The game likes to give you coupons from time to time. When you have VIP and you have a key every day and get to open like a random lockbox, you'll get these like coupons, and sometimes you'll get them from chests at the end of the little daily dungeons and the random queue skirmishes, etc. Anyway, they look like these little yellow tickets. They have like a time delay on them usually, but in this situation, it's just teaching you how to use the Zen store. So we're going to equip that, and it automatically opens the Zen store, and I can say, oh, I want to buy, right? So it gives you the following inventory items. This purchase will not take up any inventory slots. Unlock. This is a 16 slot in the current bank. So hit this, 100% off. You don't spend a penny. You don't have to have a credit card, and that's going to give me more bank space. Which is interesting because we haven't been to the bank yet, or no one's talked about the bank, and no one said come visit the bank, but you'll figure out the fact that there's a bank. We're going to double click this, and we've got some junk items we could probably sell. So let's just get rid of those real quick. Whatever we can sell. So let's open up our inventory. Let's go to the sell tab, and let's see, can we sell this? I'm going to sell these quartzes, this, sell all this crap. Don't want it. Yes, I know that's refinement, but I don't care about it anyway. And for whatever reason, want me to sell that. So we're going to sell all treasure and sell this, make some gold. Okay, Some items can't be sold. We'll deal with that later. Now we're level 5. Can we do the thing yet? No, they haven't taught it to us. They probably will. I think there's a tutorial for it. Okay, so we have to go back to Protector's Enclave and talk to Sergeant Knox. And that should finish Neverdeath Graveyard. And it gets better from here. This is like one of the more boring ones. It's just so noob friendly. What's this? Cryptic, your free gifts from 2019. Okay, they must have had a downtime or something. A blood ruby, a preservation ward, and a coalescent moat. Okay, I'm not going to pick those up. I still want to pretend like I don't have any money. I don't have any astral diamonds. I do on the account, but I don't want to use them. I use them because I played another ranger to make sure I was remembering how to play. All right, we're going to talk to him. Let's do it this way.
Protector's Enclave.
Graveyard is rest.
Valindra escaped.
Valindra has escaped.
And
Yep.
something called the Rite of the Dracolich.
5 keys to success. Learn about lockboxes, invoking the gods, companions, the seals, store, and queues. We're going to do this right now.
I've arranged for you to speak with several individuals.
Okay, great. The first one. So, what does it say to do? Purchase shimmering key from the Zen store. So you can go up here. You have a key bind to it, like Y or whatever. You can do that. Now you look at this. You're like, what am I supposed to do? I don't get it. I'm not buying this stuff. So click on the keys tab. And look at, oh, that costs 125 Zen. This costs 1,000 Zen. Oh, look, shimmering keys, free. So you hit this claim, free, right? So now we have some keys that we can use. And down here in the lower right-hand corner, you can see, open your backpack, dude, check it out. Now, we also gave us some free lockboxes. So they're teaching us how the lockbox mechanic works. In the game, there's all kinds of lockboxes that randomly drop based upon season and rewards and events. Like right now, there's like these buried treasure ones that are dropping. You have all kinds of different lockboxes, and they all have a different loot table. And as with most loot tables on these types of things, low percentage chance for something cool to be inside. So this might give us, we could get a marbled stallion, a barbed insignia for our mounts. We might get adventurous experience booster, this ancient azure enchantment, and a stone of health. We're going to double click the first one. And we got a black opal and a Tarmaloon trade fragment. Trade bars are interesting. I'm going to open one more because we got 3 of these. Open the other one. Oh, great. We got a stone of health. That's a fantastic healing ability. And we got another regal. And we got this. And open another. And we got a marbled stallion. This is all rigged to give you everything. So we got 2 mounts now, right? So we hit OK. So we double click this mount. Add it to our inventory. Now our stable, we can go to H or to character sheet, go to C for character sheet, go to mounts. Now, and then go to stable. Now we have 2 mounts, right? And these mounts can have, I can make this mount my current one. And I can double click on these things, say, oh, look, I can put these little insignias in here, right? Can you put anything in here? No. But do you have a collar yet? No. Do we have a collar? No. But we can do these insignias on a Sabino horse. We can change what it looks like quite easily. So I say, oh, you know what? I don't want the Sabino horse. I'm going to click on this one, and we'll use the marbled stallion, right? So we'll make that some of our visual look, and then we can pick the abilities and stuff too. So let's do this. We'll go to our horse. It still thinks this is a Sabino horse. Let's do this one. Select him, and let's put these insignias in. Defense, crit strike, power, and forte. Okay, let's do that. And this one here, let's use this one. So we've used all these. This is our insignia stone of health. I want to drop that down here where my health potion is usually. I'm going to start using those from now on. This is a black opal. I could sell this at the auction house. We're almost done with the video. That's why I'm rushing through. We got junk here we can sell in the auction house. And there's a universal slot here. What can we put in there? Anything? What can we put here? Double clicking the item wants you to upgrade it. Well, we don't have insignia power or emote. This is something we're going to deal with later. Right, so I'm going to save this insignia. I'll put it down here with my little respawn, respect token or whatever the hell it is. These are items that were like given to us when we started. We need to get rid of them out of our inventory. So we'll figure that out offline so you don't have to watch me do it. So you can see this horse has insignias that have been applied to it. And the horses give you a bolster called a mount bolster. I can't talk. You get a bolster to all your stats and stuff based on the quality level of the mount. So when you get like blue mounts, and then you get purple mounts, and then legendary, and then legend mythics or whatever the hell the teal color is, There are going to be abilities that you can pick and slot for them. So we could say, hey, this is currently equipped here. That's fine. Let's cancel that. Is there another ability we can use? How about this one? Fast striding is movement speed. Nope. Sometimes when you have another mount, you have lots of choices. You can pick a different ability, so you can put together different types of abilities. So we got Gallop slotted right now. It's the highest movement rate. So we got a new mount, got a new weapon. What's the next thing it wants to do? Okay, it's going to teach us about invocation. Remember I mentioned at level 5 you get to do invocation? That's what we're going to do right now. So follow the sparkle trail. It's going to come in this room here where there's one of these little campfires that has this. That looks cool. That's a cool effect. They put these in the game. They're a little over the top, but whatever. So I talked to him. He's like, you can.
Require my assistance?
No.
So,
You look
wish
like
to
me,
learn
dude.
To invoke whenever you
Yes.
invoke, you will...
All right. So they want you to stand in this thing and invoke. So up in the right-hand corner with the icon of your whatever deity you picked when you started the game, which has no difference which deity. You could have just picked Tempest and been a cleric, So you're going to have a key bound to this. I bound this to F5, okay? You can click this like they're asking you to, and you'll do this little like, type thing. That will give you a reward, right? So the next 15 minutes, these are timed. So I have 50% bonus of Rough Astral Diamonds. What this means is this. If I do an activity that earns me Astral Diamonds, which right now I can't because I'm not skirmishing or anything, I will get an extra 50% bonus up to 90. And when I do the next blessing, it's going to go up higher. You're also going to get these ardent coins and celestial coins, and you get an invocation blessing. So we're going to go ahead and you are going to get hit OK. Now let's look at our inventory. Now look down here at the second tab, the currency tab, and you don't have Astral Diamonds. It didn't give you Astral Diamonds, but it gave you a bonus to your Rough Astral Diamonds. If you go down to your character sheet, that's what this is down here. It looks like a blue, electric blue little rock, right? That's a pet rock is what it is. And you can see that we have, we're mending our wounds because we're standing here. Every 30 seconds our wound heal while we're standing this. I remember in DDO when you die, you got to go back to a town. You don't really have that problem too much here. You also get celestial coins. Those are going to be a currency that shows up down here. You could hit spend, and when you get enough of them, you can see there's items you can buy, and there'll be different favor and stuff you can get as well. These are all consumables. You could have refinement points. If you have items you could refine, you could put an item in here like this and refine it to refinement points, which is used to upgrade things to different tiers. So that's a lot of information right now. So let's discuss companions with Ngong is the character's name. So companions will give you, you have an active companion that can be like a DPSer or a tank or a healer. I like to use the healer, and you have all these other companions behind the scenes that give you different abilities. And so, like with the different level mounts that give you a bolster, the companions have a boost your item level as well. All right, so where's this dude we need to talk to? Where is he at? Ungong, is it him? Is it him? No, he's gonna be upstairs, isn't he? He's upstairs. Let's zip through here. Ongong. Okay. This is a little auction house right here, which I was selling our junk. Oh, here he is. This is Finian, and here's Ongong, or Ngong. She's a companion vendor. Showing her stuff. All right, Sergeant Knox sent me to speak with you. Tell me about companions. I'm ready to choose one. So, a man-at-arms like a melee guy. Apprentice Healer is a crappy little healer. The Wayward Wizard is the one that Aragon says that you really want because he DPSes so much. So, but I'm going to pick the healer. I'm just going to pick the healer. I'll choose the Apprentice Healer. You don't get to go back and pick another one, so you're not going to get all of them. So you could go to the store, and for money, cash, you could buy other ones. But we're not going to spend our gold on this. It's not worth doing it. Now, we need to equip our companion. So we go to B for our inventory. Get off me, man. Go to B for our inventory. Go back up to our actual, inventory tab, and we'll see we have this apprentice here. Just like a letter. So we'll double click this. This is the person here. He's going to have these abilities here. Apprentice Wisdom, boost 1,500 hit points, combined rating, etc. I'm going to bind him. And I'm just going to name him something derogatory like Idiot. How about Complete Idiot? That's a good name. Don't use any profanity. Complete Idiot. All right. Complete Idiot's going to be our companion. And we've got him in our like library of companions. So you can go to C for our character sheet And across the top, character appearance, history, powers, boons, companions. We can see we have a companion, but we don't have anything equipped. So we need to summon a companion. If we click it, it'll bring up a grid view or a list view of all the different types of companions that we have. So we're going to summon him, and he'll appear in the game world with us. There he is, there, complete idiot. And he has these two abilities. Slowed reaction. Chance on hit to reduce the enemy's deflect, which is like their block ability, for blah, 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 blah. So when I hit things, that might happen. This isn't amazing. This isn't great. And he gives us, you can see there's totally 6 total. And at higher levels, as they get upgraded, they do more, they have more abilities. And they're going to have things you can put in here too, like you did for the mounts. So there's no power selected here. So as we get better and better companions, these things will fill up with useful abilities. Apprentice Wisdom, I just showed you, gives you incoming healing bonus, etc. So he's not that awesome, but you can see what he does. Let's do this right here. There's different visual looks for him. As he gets unlocked, he will change what his look looks like. I mean, he's going to like run away and go train and stuff like that, unless it's changed, then I don't know about it. So that covers that. Now we're going to talk to this companion guy here.
What can I help you with? You can equip
He's
the
going to talk about companion equipment. Great. Speak Alluro about seals. We'll jump down. That's her over here. We'll shut the Hobbit up. And she's going to talk about these enchantments, which is really interesting because she's teaching me about these enchantments, but she's not giving me of them for free right now. She's just saying, look at all these things I have for sale. Let's go back and talk to her beginning. Speak with Allura Uzuri about seals. That's him. Now, I've already explained this to you.
So be it.
Right?
During your trip,
He's going to explain what you do with them, which I've already explained. We can click this for my class. We're at 100, so we get another 150. We can get a piece of gear out of this, which you definitely want to do because its item level is like 975 or something versus what we're wearing now, because we're at 8,300 item level. Okay, that's going to handle Sergeant Knox's run around, talk to people, tutorial quests. And the next one's on queues.
Sometimes you will.
Okay, 5 keys to success to complete. We're going to get companion necklace, companion belt. So we're going to complete that. Okay, and then the Company of Wolves is going to send us to the next adventure. We'll get 50 seals just for accepting that. I won't claim it right now, but I am going to claim this reward down here. So we'll hush him up, F9. Now, look down here. Congratulations, you completed an adventure. What is that talking about? What do you mean a completed adventure? Well, what happened is we completed the Neverdeath Graveyard Leveling Adventure, and they put a little green chalice. We finished it 100%. So the reward is 10,000 Rough Astral Diamonds, Stone of Health, which completely heals you with 50 charges, and an injury kit, a divine one, and a little bit of money, 1 gold. So I'm going to hit claim rewards and put that all in my inventory now, right? So now we have Astral Diamonds that are rough. But first, let's handle these companions. So let's double-click this, right? Double-click this, double-click this. You're like, what happened to it? Where did it go? We hit C, go back to your companions. It equipped these here. You could have, if you wanted to, what you could have done instead is you could have said, hey, I got some companion gear. Let me just go equip it on my companion. And you could have clicked the companion and clicked the equipment tab, and it would have brought the items up. So we could put this here, we'll put this here, and put this here. Now, these are going to be things that benefit you. So they're going to boost our item level. We're at now 1,218. As your item level goes up, all your damage, all your defenses, all your stats go up. So it's not a game where like, this is a better best in slot bow. Well, if it is in this game, it's because it has better stats, not because it has a better damage number. So you got to kind of get your head wrapped around that. I'm going to put this healing stone down here. We'll just put this down here. We have an invocation thing that we got from invoking to our deity. If you double click this, it'll give you a little bit of a buff for 15 minutes. I'm going to put that on number pad 2 for now and save it and not use it just yet. And we got an injury kit, which we'll save here in case you ever die or get hurt and we have like a broken leg. That's really what's going to actually happen there. Okay, now we have to go to Velosk. We've completed this quest. I didn't talk about the Astral Diamonds. We got 10,090 Rough Astral Diamonds. You can't do anything with them whether in the rough state. You can earn 100,000 Rough Astral Diamonds per day. These things are worth money, okay? So let's go sell, put some stuff up for sale from the junk that we got. I bet no one wants it, but we'll be able to price it out. So what I'm going to do, open my inventory, go to this. I'm going to double click this guy, interact with him. And I want to know how much do I get? Open my bag again. How much can I get if I sell these shards of empowerment? So I'm going to left click and grab it and hold it in here and hit search. Okay, and I'm going to click on the buyout. and sort that by the lowest buyout. So 300, starting bid at 200, 300. So people are selling these for dirt cheap. It's going to be more value to me to use it than to sell it. So let's see what we get for the black opal. Now, actually, I forgot to say, what are these things? These things give you, this is used to upgrade mount collars. I don't want to sell it. Obviously, if I get mount collars later and run out of these, I could always buy them for cheap. So they're not worth much because everyone's getting them. Let's see what a black opal is going to give us. It's something that gives us 1,000 refinement points. Let's make sure we got this set to the lowest. That would give us what? 600? Let's go to the next page. We can't scroll the mouse. We have to there's 70 pages here. 300, and then it starts jumping up with big stacks. So that's not going to be worth selling either. Okay, let's see if these boots are worth anything. Now, I bet everyone's been playing the game has been selling these boots. Oh, that's not bad. But there's only 2 of them for sale. I bet no one ever buys these. Okay, let's get my consignment. And when we put this in here, as if we're going to sell it, we're going to drag up here. It says click here to drag to your inventory. It says the starting bid is $35.37 and $39.10, right? So it's $35.37 and $39.10. So we can undercut this a little further. So you can say, well, listen, I'm not going to be greedy. I want $2,500 for the starting bid, and I'll sell it for $27.50. But it costs 50 Astral Diamonds to put it up, and this could sit here for 2 or 3 days, and the trade house is going to take a 10% cut, and we don't have any Astral Diamonds. I bet it won't let me post it. See, this is grayed out. But later on, when you have a good influx of Astral Diamonds, you can do that. Now, what we could do, we could take our Astral Diamonds that are rough, and we just click Refine, right? And now they're real Astral Diamonds. Now we could go in here and try to sell this, but in my opinion, this isn't going to net us enough when we're so broke, and we really need Astral Diamonds. So what we could do, well, you know what? There's a companion I'd really like to get. Is the companion available right now? So we're going to highlight this, and I want to type in the word Lilend, L-I-L-E-N-D. Is she available? Okay, let's go to companions. She's a companion. I want to see, is she here for sale? Now, why is she not showing up? Let's do this. Let's click companions, quality, epic, search. All right, so these are all the companions. All the different companions in the game are going to give you different bonuses. So I want to see if Lilend is for sale here. I must have spelled her name wrong. There she is, Lilend, 2 L's. All right, so now I know what her name is spelled like. So it's L-I-L-L-E-N-D. I'm going to hit enter. Here's all the Lilends for sale. I'm going to sort the buyouts by the prices. So I could spend my Astral Diamonds and get a really good companion that does a lot of healing, like right now. So, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab her. I don't need to buy any armor. I don't need to buy any weapons. So I'm just going to go ahead and buy her right now. So I hit this, okay, buy out. Because this is just a currency. You're playing a game, just spend it. So what we need to do now is go to a mailbox to pick it up. So we're thinking to ourselves, well, where is the mailbox? It's not in here, is it? Where is the mailbox? Oh, here it is, a little letter on top of it. So we talk to this guy, interact. Here's the auction house. Take the item. Now it's in our inventory. Double click this, switch back to the inventory. Your collection increases. The game has a massive collection interface. We're going to double click this. This will equip her. She has some abilities. We're going to bind her, and I'm going to call her Asheron's Call Player. Okay. All right, great. Now we have this really great companion. So we're going to go to C, and we're going to companions, and we're going to summon someone else. We're going to summon her as opposed to Chump Boy. Okay, great. And so these things are going to benefit her. Now she has slowed reaction. Is there any other ability she has? So she has slowed reaction, chance on hit to reduce the enemy's deflect, chance to reduce the enemy's critical avoidance. Hey, I like that. Let's do vulnerability. So we're going to pick this and hit choose. So that's going to change that to vulnerability. What about this apprentice wisdom? We can do the hit points from the other guy, because this is all the companion abilities, or we could do combined rating and 20% chance on daily use to heal nearby friends. You know what? Because I'm low level, I'm going to keep this. I don't care about friends. I don't have any. So I'm going to put this on apprentice wisdom. So we'll choose that. What about here? Is there a power you can select? No. Power you can select here. Cancel. Nope. 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 Got to level up more. And she can be upgraded over time as we play the game. She can be upgraded all the way up to here. Okay, great. And is there one we can put in here? Nope. All right, so good. We got a companion now. She's this big, ugly half-snake thing, and she'll run around and hum and sing and crap. Great. All right, so in 1 hour and 24 minutes, it seems to take about an hour and 20 minutes, all the talking and shit, to kind of run through one of those adventures, talk through all the details, explain shit, and let me know. Leave a comment. Has it helpful? Do you want different content? I mean, do you like these? Are they entertaining? Do you want it to be more funny? Do you want me to joke around more? Do you want me to be more serious? Whatever. Give me feedback, because the videos I'm not making for me to watch. I'm making them for people to watch them. I'm trying to expose people to things that are cool in the game that a game director would talk about. That's a laid-back, crazy child, and that's me. Okay, good. We'll talk to you soon. You guys have a great evening, and take care. We will see you in Velost, the next zone we're going to go to with this Company of Wolves quest, and that's the next leveling adventure. All right, talk to you later. See ya.